Downey, very early on when I got cast as Thor, they brought me onto the set of Iron Man. And I remember walking on, in just tracksuit pants and a t-shirt and seeing Downey there in the Iron Man costume and knowing that Avengers was coming up and just thinking, how am I going to pull Thor off? And how the hell am I going to stand opposite this guy and do this, But he was, he's great. He gave me some great advice about what an opportunity that we were all involved in. It wasn't directed, at me. It was himself. He was talking the group, He knew Captain America was coming, Thor, Iron Man, and he said, we're part of something special. And this is, it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And that's it. I think you got to enjoy the process. It's if you focus too much on sort of what's the result of it all, you're not right in the middle of it. To sound cliche, but in the moment of it all. And that was a nice kind of reminder of it, and I tried to kind of keep that with everything I do. It's just, as an actor, you don't control the spectrum. It's the directors, the producers and stuff. If you theatre, sure, you come out and do your thing, but on film, you do 10 different takes, and across however many days, the 60 days, whatever. And there's 40 or 50 different versions of Thor, that Kenneth Branagh cut together in the first film. And whether you liked it or not, that was a version that was put together by a lot of other people, and that was something kind of satisfying, or it takes the weight off in thinking, what, I actually can't control this, no matter how much I think I can, I try to. There's some comfort in kind of letting go with it, and especially walking onto a set like this with an ensemble like that. It's like, good, we can share this weight, And although the finger gets pointed at individuals, whether director, writer, actor, whatever, it's a team effort, work or fail. I remember in high school when I first started thinking about, or talking about being an actor, it was like, I'm going to Hollywood. That was sort of my, my thing. And it was just because I loved those kind of films. As a kid, I loved that sort of films that took me to another place or another universe, and sort of, that vivid sort of concept that took me out of, reality and transferred me to, somewhere else. And that was, even now, I look at this film and, the first time I saw it was when the visual effects weren't finished, and seeing it last night when they were finished, and both times, I felt like a kid again. And I was entertained, I was laughing, I was, cheering and all that. And I was in the film. I was really, honestly, like when you, from an acting point of view, it's really tough to watch yourself. You're your biggest critic, anyone, not just as an actor, as a writer or, anyone in life. We judge ourselves more than anyone, So when you get swept away in the, the ride of it all, that's, someone's doing something right. And that was, I really felt that with this film.
As far as, you're playing a real person, it's this iconic figure, and this becomes a whole lot of responsibility and weight, and, there's his family members and what have you that, you want to be respectful and do it justice. I made the mistake of going to a pre-kickoff party for the film with a whole bunch of drivers and people from the industry who knew these guys, and I thought, this would be great, I'll get some good advice. And within like 5 minutes of being there, I was like, what am I doing here? Because everyone was like, well, he doesn't look like this, and he speaks like this, and what are you going to do with the accent, and how are you going to walk, and it was like, oh my God, these the opinions, and but then I adopted the thing of, just like he approached life and driving, as did Nicky, which was do it your way and disregard the sort of exterior opinions out there.